Hello, hello, testing, testing. Mail. Copy video URL. Hello, Mio. Welcome back. We ran into some problems with YouTube for some reason, and all of a sudden it just stopped streaming. Even though OBS told me I was in the green and I was streaming just fine. That's what OBS told me. But apparently no, that's not what was happening. Let me know if the audio is good, if the music is not overpowering my voice, or I should turn my voice down a little bit. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm glad to hear that the music is a little bit louder than my voice. Just so I know I can actually turn it down. Let's turn it down just a smidgen. How's that? Is the audio still good, but I'm very hearable? I can be heard good. Grabbing my Switch, getting ready for the PlayStation conference with my Switch, because my PS Vita is just gathering dust. Well, good. If for any reason, for whatever reason, you see that my live stream is dead or just like froze or something, please let me know immediately so I can just switch over to Picarto and we'll just do the stream there. I don't want to miss the moments. We're finally gonna see Death Stranding? No, I don't know. I don't want to miss Death Stranding, you guys. I don't want to miss it. Ah, Inception. All right, there you go. Okay. This is like elevator music, but not exactly. It's going. We've seen a bunch of different stuff. Ooblets is looking pretty good. I like me some ooblets. That's the one thing that has stuck to my head the most. That and Maneater. I'm looking forward to that. That's what I got from the PC gaming. Ooblets and Maneater. Yeah, this is just funky elevator music. Should I get Xenoblade? It's 1,600 pesos. I don't know if it's worth it though. How much fan service and TNA do I get with my purchase of Xenoblade Chronicles? And is it more than none at all? Woodle Tree Adventures, what is this? Looks odd. Okay, it's a 3D platformer. Collecting what I suppose is fruit. It's a very simple 3D platformer. Very cute style, very basic. It's a little stump creature that attacks with a little leaf. That's cute. I don't know if it's that cute, but it's cute. I don't know, I wish it was a little bit more interesting. I could just put my thing here, that's fine. Isn't that the censored one? It could be. If it's not Japanese, I'm pretty sure it's censored. Hello Gothic, welcome back. No, the one that I know that was censored quite a lot was the Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U, which I got, and it's definitely censored. But I believe they changed things in the American release of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But I don't know about the outfits. I mean, it doesn't look like they censored much. I want to get into a good JRPG, something that's interesting and not just the same generic JRPG bullshit. Something colorful, something sexy, something cool. Let's check out Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Sword. How Xenoblade 2 was changed outside Japan.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Let's tone down the elevator music.
2 released for the Nintendo Switch recently to glowing reviews across the board. The title is the latest game in Nintendo's Xenoblade series and follows 2015's Xenoblade Chronicles X. Its predecessor made numerous different changes when it was localized for Western countries. Due to this, questions began to arise over whether the localization of Xenoblade 2 would have similar changes. And so this video will be taking a look at Xenoblade 2's localization and some of the ways it was changed outside of Japan. The first thing to bring up is the many name and terminology changes that were made to the Western release. Listed here are the
I don't really care about name changes, that doesn't really mean much to me.
Is displayed to the left,
just as long as they don't change the character.
Right. As you can see, numerous of the characters were renamed outside of Japan. Pyra, for instance, was originally called Homura over in Japan.
Homura!
Both names are similar in meaning, with Homura being a Japanese word for flame and Pyra being a Greek word for flame. It's possible that the localizers felt that the latter will be more natural sounding for Western audiences, but there are no official statements on why changes like these were made. Whilst Pyra's name change kept the original Japanese meaning, many of the other changes either don't or make the meaning more obscure. For example, Dromark wasn't called Dromark in Japan,
she isn't afraid of nothing.
Byakko is the name of one of the 4 mythological creatures in the Chinese constellation and represents the white tiger of the West. For the English version though, it's not really clear
these kind of changes, I don't consider them censorship, I consider them localization.
Like those listed here,
that's all they're really doing, they're just localizing
organizations, terminology and more. There are so many changes
to make it easier for people to remember people's names.
Taking a look at them all.
Like, what's easier, Suzaku
here,
or
however,
Rock?
12 of them were altered outside of Japan, and all of these have interesting points to say about them. To move away from that though, and onto Xenoblade 2's visual presentation.
Boobs.
You may recall how the previous game made many changes outside of Japan to things like costumes, with this leading
they
to
just gave her those
ugly
shorts.
These changes also affected male outfits, and was accompanied by the complete removal of the chest size slider in the
what the fuck?
creation. Xenoblade 2, however, has been handled very differently. There have been no changes like this discovered in the Western version, and all graphics have been kept the same as in Japan. Many of the characters will still also be quite provocative at times in terms of their appearance, such as the Ice Fiend Blade Dahlia. Whilst the graphics were kept consistent between the versions though, the same can't be said for the game's dialogue. It wasn't just the names and terminology altered in the Western release, but also some of the conversations that characters will have. This leads to things like personality changes for certain characters and differences in characters' stories. Some of these changes also tone down potentially objectionable content. To begin with Tora's grandpa, Susu, who's not visually depicted in the game but will be brought up in the dialogue in many different scenes. In one of these scenes you can ask Tora what sort of person his grandpa was, and this leads to him describe his grandpa as a bit of a shut-in who was focused very heavily on his work. In the English version he is described as spending large amounts of time looking at photo books of blades. That he was really passionate about their appearance and mannerisms.
I get it, blades.
It is then said that due to this passion, Poppy became the blade she is today. The original intent behind this scene is somewhat hinted at in the English version, but over in Japan it is very direct and explicit. The photo books of blades were also vastly different. In the Japanese version, instead of locked away studying photo books of blades, it is erotic books of women. It is then these erotic books that led to Poppy's different designs. Poppy also mentions that his activities seem like a crime. So there you have it.
What? Why is it a crime?
Backstory of Tora's
he can ogle women as much as he wants. He doesn't, as long as he doesn't do harmful things to real women. Do whatever the fuck you want. Jerk off to as many women on books as you want.
In the Japanese version, her name is instead Hana.
Design robo chicks to be as hot as you want.
The English name Poppy is also, of course, flower related, and so with this, the localizers kept the original meaning intact. There was another change made to Poppy's name though, and this applies to all 3 of her different forms. In the English version,
super sexualized form.
Poppy Alpha, Poppy QT, or Poppy QT Pi. In
QT Pi, that's cool.
She will be called either Hana JS, Hana JK, or Hana JD. The significance with the Japanese version is that all of these acronyms are used to describe different Japanese education years. The idea is that as Poppy's model develops, the education year acronym goes up too. This was something that wasn't carried over to the Western release. An example of a scene involving Poppy being changed is the bunny armor scene. You can't actually see the armor in either version, but the scene involves the characters discussing some new armor that's been designed for Poppy, and in the English version this is a fluffy bunny costume. Poppy says that its additional function is to cheer up Tora with extreme cuteness, but the other characters are dubious about this and believe that's the armor's only purpose. There's also a tail wiggle dance special feature to boost the cheer up effect even further. This leads the gang to scold Tora for dressing Poppy so ridiculously. Tora then goes on to blame his grandpa and father for the designs, which Poppy confirms and says the bunny armor has been passed down through generations, with each of them improving on the design. But she then goes on to add that it was Tora who finally completed the design by adding the tail wiggle dance protocol, and so the harsh criticism directed towards Tora continues from the other characters. The Japanese version, however, goes pretty differently.
It seems that Japanese version is more concerned of having funny moments with Super Bikini Armor desu. The Japanese are more concerned of
the bikini armor's special feature was changed to match,
making light of sexual situations, where when it takes which is not a terrible thing. You can make fun of sex, and you can have sexy things be funny.
In the English version, it was revealed that Tora isn't responsible for the overall design, but his father and grandpa. However, also like the English version, it is then revealed that Tora was the one to finish it by adding the armor purge feature.
Also, she's a robot, so even if she was made to be a giant, big-breasted woman, she would only be like 1 year old.
She's asked about additional functions. In the English version, she activates what is called dog mode and starts barking like a dog.
Dog modo. I think we're getting into spoilers now. That's okay. Well, yeah, it turns out the Japanese like sex comedy. And I'm okay with that. Well, I'm happy to hear that they're not censoring or changing the outfits and the sexy designs of characters. That would be not good. But changing names to be easier to remember, like I would not remember Hamura, but Pyra I can remember just because I can link Pyra to fire and to a character. Red, fire character, I get it because of my Western brain. So that would be more localization. Like what they did with Fatal Frame 5. What they did with Fatal Frame 5 was bullshit. They removed the lingerie stuff. They didn't just change a couple of words in order to make it easier for people to remember from a Western perspective. They just straight up removed fucking lingerie. And then they gave us a bunch of Nintendo costumes. No, how about you give us the lingerie plus the Nintendo costumes? Or how about you don't fuck with it? How about you just leave the lingerie there, and you could take your Samus and I think Zelda costumes and put it somewhere else. Don't remove content, add content. That still pissed me off. The Fatal Frame 5 thing, removing the lingerie. That still gets me right here to this day. But also the fact that Extreme Beach Volleyball has never shown up in Western shores. I think it did show up in Europe. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it did show up in Europe. And it's completely translated to English, but it's not available for sale in the United States. And because it's not in the United States, it doesn't trickle down to Mexico. So, fuck me, I guess. Let's play some Aqua Kitty while we wait, shall we? What's with the Korean? I gotta save the kitty divers. Do I kill this thing? Oh no, my kitty's being taken. There it is. No, kitties. I took a hit. Oh, there you go. Finish the level. They went with Play Asia. Yeah, I can imagine if it's the only place to get that game, then that's not a bad deal for Play Asia. What a bunch of fucking prudes. These Westerners. They got no problem seeing a man's head explode into a million little pieces, but oh, it was some titties? Some titties and some ass in a video game? No, think of the children. Ghosts? Yes, but does it work on any PS4? The PS4 is not region locked, right? So it should work. Okay. So I've been using this for a very long time. I'm afraid that the battery is gonna go out during the PlayStation thing, so I might need to recharge it just a little bit, or at least have a nice long cable to connect it to. Well, let me check. Let me see how much battery we got. We're still in the middle, but something tells me it's gonna go into the red very soon. Well, that's cool. I mean, me personally, I don't really like the Extreme Beach games. They're very, very simple. I mean, let's be honest. The only real reason anybody would buy those games is just to ogle women, pixelated women. But they don't even do that correctly. Why the fuck is this a game about ogling women? And yet there are no sexy women just walking around the beaches. How come when I'm playing poker games with these chicks, I'm playing with no one and nothing? It's just I'm looking at a fucking table and at cards. Yeah, sure, the cards have sexy pictures on them. That's fine, but you have models there. You've modeled the girls. Why don't you have them sit in front of me, you know, sweating, moving their boobs around, doing all sorts of different things, and playing cards in front of you? Why? Why don't? Because they don't want to try. They're not trying hard enough. I mean, you give me you Tecmo, contact me. Give me a budget and just let me go run wild with this idea of extreme beach volleyball, and I will give you a fucking video game. The budget might be bigger than what you're spending on right now, but I will give you an actual video game that you can play and have fun on top of ogling pixelated ladies. Call me. I got ideas. Oh, do I have ideas? Game of the year stuff. You would think Sony, with all its music and the Sony record label, that they could put some Sony music as we're waiting for the Sony press conference to start. What? Tecmo, the Muso games? Oh yeah, Koei Tecmo. You're right. The Muso games are made with Koei Tecmo. The asset flip games of the world. Well, good luck with that. Wait, what? Just Dance 2019 is heading to the Wii. Not the Wii U, not the Switch. The Wii. There's gonna be brand new Wii games being made in 2019. Oh, 2018, 2019. I mean, it's also coming to the Switch and everything else, but the fact that they're actually making a game for the Wii in 2018. Okay. So checking out new information. We got Star Fox and Starlink. That's cool. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Another Ubisoft game. That's great. I'm just surprised. That would be like releasing a game for the PlayStation 2. Wow, I mean, I know that the PlayStation 2 is the best-selling console in the world, but wow. Wow. That's impressive. Or the Dreamcast! Just Dance coming to the Dreamcast. Fortnite, Overwatch. Kamolaki is a racist, alright. Seems everything is normal. You know what I haven't seen that I'm interested in seeing, but I'm getting less and less interested as time goes by? Ace Combat. The new Ace Combat game. I want to see more of it, but the more I learn about it, the less interested I am. For example, the VR thing that I was getting super hyped for, gonna be just a few missions. It's not gonna be the whole game. Just a couple certain missions will have VR. Like, what the fuck? Really? A cockpit jet piling game, it's a no-brainer. You do not have to think about it. It writes itself. The entire game from start to finish should be VR ready. I don't know how difficult it is to make that into VR. I'm sure it's not easy, but I'm also very sure that it can't be ridiculously hard to put every if you developed one mission to be VR compatible, how difficult would it be to do that with everything else? I don't know. That would be the game that I would get for VR, because I'm a fan of Ace Combat, and I want a full 12, 13 hour long campaign, flying and looking at shit in VR. I want that. I want that so good. SNK made a Super Nintendo game? Well, now they're just trolling. It's for the fans, I guess. Alright, so I believe in this press conference we're finally gonna see some Spider-Mans. Sure, some Spider-Mans. Some Death Stranding, perhaps. Also, I saw that Moss, that little mouse adventure game in VR, came to Steam. That's fucking cool. It's on my wish list. It's gotta go on sale though. I'm always waiting for the next Steam summer sale, or aren't we in summer already? No, I'm waiting for a big old Steam sale thing, and then I'll just load up on games that I'm never gonna play. Yeah, also I'm waiting for the Crash Insane trilogy to show up on PC. I want that on PC. I want it so good. Ooh, Battlefield 5 cosmetics need to be believable, need to fit with the era, says EA. But fuck the female soldiers. It doesn't make any fucking difference to us if you're storming the beaches of Normandy with an entire group of female soldiers. No, fuck that. All inclusive. Everything needs to be included. But the cosmetics need to be real. Sure. Oh, here, we're not creating a steampunk universe or anything like that, but if it was used, we can have it. Doing research for this, we stumbled across one guy called Mad Jack Churchill, a British guy who was part of the Norwegian campaign. He was the only one who's got a confirmed kill with a sword in World War II. He used to go into battle with a bagpipe and a Scottish broadsword. So I wouldn't be surprised if we included a bagpipe as an item, because there was one crazy guy who used it. So if one crazy guy always shat his pants, and I'm sure there were lots of people, but I'm sure that if one crazy guy just shat his pants constantly, all the fucking time, then you can have that. You can have just your pants just full of shit and waddling around in the battlefield because one guy did it. That's their logic. That's the logic. Hey, one guy fucking did it, then we can have 7, 12, 14, 30 people in Battlefield all using the exact same cosmetic, because, you know, it happened once with one very peculiar person. Yes, the Steam Summer Sale, that's what I want. I want the Steam Summer Sale. Steam B says 1,000 pesos. Is that true? Well, let me check. It's the Crash thing, right? It's the Crash Bandicoot thing. Let's put Crash. Ooh, wow. There's a lot of Crash in Steam. Crash Bandicoot. Here we go. Correct. It is 1,000. Why is it that expensive? It's 1,000 pesos, which, if we do the currency, $1,000 pesos is almost 50 bucks. So they're charging 50 bucks. Didn't that game come out at 40 bucks? Not only is it 50 bucks, but this is a late game. The game has already been out for months on the PlayStation 4. It is just coming to Steam, but it's coming at 50 bucks, at 50 US bucks. $1 more expensive. No, I'm guessing it's $2 more expensive because it's 50 bucks. Yeah, that's and for a Steam digital download of the game, it's 1,000 bucks. No, this is why I wait for sales. This is exactly why I wait for Steam summer sales and deep discounts, because what these people charge for these games, it's ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Battlefront game in Wakanda? Why not? They could have a Marvel feel. Nah, I don't know. What could they do? They could do a Overwatch style Marvel game where it's all first person and you play as heroes. Yeah, it's basically Overwatch, but instead of the heroes that you originally created, you just, fall back on already used Marvel heroes. Wow, that just blew my mind. They could fucking do that. They could absolutely do that. A Marvel Overwatch style game. I'm making money over here. I'm making ridiculously large amounts of fake money that I'll never get. Yeah, different regions have different prices. I mean, it makes sense. Some countries are just poor bastards, like Mexico, and they price them cheaper so that you get that instead of getting the pirate version. And then you get things like the Insane trilogy on Steam, where they say, "Fuck you, we're gonna charge you more because fuck you, give me money." Well, good luck with that. Yeah, some games are more expensive in Mexico for whatever stupid reason. Digital. I can maybe kind of understand physical copies because you gotta pay the store, you gotta pay the people who transport the stuff, you gotta pay for lots of things, right? But digital? Why the fuck is a copy... I can go... Well, I already saw it, but I went to Amazon and I saw a copy of Mario Kart 8 on the Switch for 1,200 pesos. And if you go to Amazon, well, that's on Amazon, that's 1,200 pesos. If you go to the Nintendo online shop, you'll find the exact same downloadable game for 1,600 pesos. So the digital version is more expensive than having somebody deliver a physical copy of the game to my house. What kind of fucking sense does that make? And then people wonder why piracy is so prevalent. and you try to do the right thing, right? You try to do the right thing, do it all legal, make sure that you're getting the original stuff because you want to support the developers, you want to support talent. You try to do the right thing, and then something like Ubisoft just hits you with fucking DRM that stops you from playing your game. Meanwhile, pirates who didn't give a fuck about supporting anything, they were able to just download the game, crack it, and start playing it. That's how it goes. Also, I'm afraid that my stream will die for no reason. So please let me know if my stream just dies. Let me know, whether it be in chat or Discord or something else. Let me know. If my stream dies for whatever reason, we'll go back to Picarto immediately. Go back to Picarto and we'll continue the stream there. Also, we should be watching the press conference in less than 10 minutes. While I'm looking at Little Nightmares and considering buying it, just because it looks really interesting. And it's on the Switch, but this is the kind of game that I do not want to take with me. This is the kind of game that I want to be in a dark room with a big screen, and I want the game to look as gorgeous as possible. Like, just immerse myself in whatever it is they want to show me. So while the Switch port looks pretty cool, I would much rather get it on PC. Or maybe I should just wait. I'll just wait for Steam sale. Does anybody know when the next Steam sale is coming? Let's check out Steam sale. Next Steam sale. Steam sale countdown. It says here, next Steam sale is, ooh, in about a week. It says right here, it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed, but the idea is in about a week, 9 days. Is it 1 week plus 9 days, or is it about a week, about 9 days? I don't know. But the next stream is the next sale is close, and it is summer, right? We're in summer, so we should be seeing the next summer sale come in anytime soon. The Little Nightmares protagonist? Oh yeah, it is a little girl, isn't it? The protagonist? No, nobody has said that, and I don't know if I could, just because it's... I don't think you ever see her face or anything like that, but I don't know. It would just be very weird. I would charge more for that, because it would just be weird. This is not a character that I would normally do. Same thing with the Chalice girl. I can't show porn on YouTube, but we already got Chalice. Let's look at that adorable trailer again. Cuphead trailer. That's the one. Yeah! Cuphead! Look at that goofball! He doesn't even know where he is. And then we get the legendary Chalice. Miss Chalice. Oh, it's so cute! It's so adorable! I'm not gonna finish Cuphead until she's available, so I can play through the entire game as just her. Or maybe she's just playable in the new things, maybe. But she's so cute. And yes, there's already porn. I've seen it. I can't show it, not on YouTube, but it does exist. Yeah, super cute. I liked her. I liked her from the start. Like, yeah. I didn't like her big version. She looked too fat and old. But then they shrunk her down and chibified her, and she looked super adorable. Alright, so what are we gonna see in the PlayStation? I'm guessing, these are just my guesses. We're gonna see something about Mortal Kombat. We're gonna see the new Mortal Kombat. Maybe we'll see some Last of Us 2, which I don't care that much about anymore. I thought I finished Last of Us, the first Last of Us, and I did enjoy it. But I'm fucking done with Joel and Ellie. Like, I'm fucking done. They had their time in the spotlight. We're done with that shit. I would have much rather them make a brand new Last of Us with completely brand new people, just a new cast of characters. It's still the Last of Us. It's still the brand. It's still the same universe, and maybe Joel and Ellie can cameo in there somewhere. But no, I don't care about Joel and Ellie. Here we go, guys. Here we go. It's starting. It's fucking starting. Are the is it up to max? Here we go. Oh boy. Oh, PlayStation just likes doing shows now. Interactive shows. Is this Dreams? Or whatever? I believe this is Dreams. Yeah, this is Dreams. That Media Molecule create whatever the fuck you want game. Media showcase will begin shortly. Okay. Okay, so this is the pre-show to the pre-show. I thought we were getting started. I guess we have a couple minutes left. We have 1 minute left. All right. Well, it's just they're getting ready. They're doing lunges and shit. They're getting ready. Maybe they created this video just to buy themselves more time. Maybe something went wrong. Maybe Kojima didn't get the right colored M&Ms and is making somebody go out and get him the pink M&Ms. Or he's not doing the show. I don't know. Something's happened. Ah, Little Nightmares. I like these more simple PlayStation droids more than the previous model. The previous model was a bit more complicated. But if you really look at them, they just kind of remind me of minions, and that's never a good thing. I mean, they're simple is always cute. That's why chibis are supposed to be simple. Simple, easy to understand representations of whatever. So the simpler you make something, the cuter it is. I don't believe any channel is marked not safe for work. So, no. No channel is marked safe for work. Not safe for work.
Please welcome Sean Layden.
What the fuck is this shit? Whoa, there. It's instead of going bigger, they're going small. What is this?
Good evening, everyone, and
are they holding a luau?
And thank you.
Are they going to be singing Kumbaya?
To come to church.
This is so weird.
This fulfills your obligation for the coming Sunday. For those of you who need to know that. But thank you for coming out.
I mean, I don't hate this. I don't want the presentations to constantly get bigger and bigger and bigger. This is pretty cool. This is much more personal.
It doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid, though.
No, again, thank you.
The PlayStation branded Kool-Aid.
Here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit.
It's fine.
The way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know,
I don't know if you should have people sitting on the floor levels of one-on-one, but this is all right.
On the live feed worldwide, and that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show.
Yeah, this is fine. So spend less money on this shit.
Rather than
spend the money on the games.
Bombardment of new creative. We're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way.
Talking.
So you can learn about what's going on with these games.
Oh, please don't have chairs on the stage.
You know, when we look at here at Worldwide Studios with inside Sony Interactive Entertainment, we really want to take our love for gaming and make it sing very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our
I'm getting a little worried that we're going to see a PSX again. Oh my, oh, fuck.
It's what we have to do.
I'll lose my shit if this is the PSX 2.0.
And things they want to show you.
Oh no.
They'd like to take you.
Oh god, we're going to talk to developers, huh?
At PlayStation.
Oh, there's a desk.
It's going to be all about those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds. And tonight, we're beginning here.
Can you see my worried face? Do I look any more worried?
Created here in Los Angeles to let you start that journey with us. And
I don't think I could look any more worried, guys.
The next hour or so. So, without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you.
Oh no!
Gustavo Santaolalla.
Who? Oh, I think he's the guy who did the Last of Us music. I think. So we're gonna see some Last of Us shit. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's the Last of Us guy. Well, the guy who did the Last of Us music. I mean, I'm still worried, but come on. I don't. You can talk to the developers in the after show. What I want to see is new shit. I want to see new trailers. What's coming up? Please don't tell me this is just a performance. We're gonna see a trailer, right? This is all working up to a trailer. Oh no. This is E3, guys. This is E3. You get one time a year to just whip your dick out and show everybody just how large, thick, and virile it is. And right now, I am flaccid as the fucking lake. This is as awkward as your family singing happy birthday to you. Well, maybe not even your family, strangers. If strangers just sang happy birthday to you and you're just sitting there waiting for them to finish so you can eat the fucking cake. And then you're supposed to pretend to be happy. Wow. Hey guys, remember video games? Yeah, they're back. There we go, video games. Ah, that's why. That's why that's why they're there, because this is the Last of Us show? Wow, could she look any more like a boy? She just looks like a boy. Wow. I mean, she is a lesbian, right? As far as I know. But wow, she just looks like some boy.
I hate these things. Tell me about it. Your old man really laid into me today.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved it gets whenever your schedule go out.
Yeah.
She's
yeah, phalanx, I don't know.
I gave you guys 2 weeks until we back together.
not gonna happen. She say something to you?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey! What took you so long? Oh, I'm here, aren't I?
Tina?
Jesse.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir. Such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me? Okay, I have a very serious question for you. How bad do I smell? Like a hot pile of garbage? Oh. Okay. Oh. How about that? Gross. You love it. Every guy in this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you. Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you.
So this chick is supposed to be like the hot girl of
Just a girl.
the location. All right. Hey, it's the apocalypse. You know, standards. They gotta meet expectations.
I think they should be terrified.
I don't wanna close my eyes. They killed her, right? They killed her. She died. And that's why she's taking revenge. There you go, gameplay. Yeah, it looks, everything looks nice. Everything fucking looks nice. But I just don't care about Ellie. I don't like Ellie. She's an ass. And Joel's a fucking even bigger asshole. None of these characters are likable to me. I do not like them. So, you know, if you are interested in The Last of Us, well, you know, it looks fine. They have the whole Uncharted 4 thing, you know, hiding in the bushes. Yeah. I gotta stop saying, oh, this looks good. Of course it fucking looks good. It's video games now. That's what video games are. You don't get points for looking good anymore. You get points for small details, that's for sure. Like small, tiny details that you wouldn't expect. That you get points for. But just straight up like screenshots and looking at stuff, you don't get points from me for that.
What is freezing? Holy shit! No!
Ah, no, not my lunch. I'm still digesting that. Ah, there he is. See? Violence. Violence is fine. Don't show any titties, though. Sony doesn't want titties.
Spread out.
But violence is okay. Have their organs ripped out of their fucking stomach. That's fine. Also, we haven't seen Joel. Well, Joel did show up at the first trailer that they showed. But I'm sure he'll show up. I'm sure he's still there. So we had full-on lesbian kissing at The Last of Us. How progressive. When are we gonna get full-on guy-on-guy kissing? Like just straight up mouth-to-mouth kissing? Because I haven't seen that. I've seen lesbians, sure, but where's the dudes? Just dry humping. When are we gonna get the Call of Duty where you play as a gay dude? See, you get points for that because the interactions, the movement, the AI looks smart. The animations look really good. Like, for example, look at this and then go back and look at the Lara Croft thing. No, not even close. What is it? The Tomb Raider Rising? I forget what the fuck it's called, but look at the Tomb Raider trailer, and that was running on a high-end PC, I imagine, and it doesn't look anywhere near as good as this. And I'm not just talking about graphics, I'm talking about animations, details. No, oof. Just goes to show that talent will outdo sheer graphical performance any day of the week. See, look at that. Look at those animations, man. And I'm pretty sure that's not pre-recorded or anything like that. That's just the game. Those animations are fucking good. You get points for that, those animations. Yeah, this looks like it's Last of Us. It does have a bit more of an intense feeling to it just because of the effects and the animations. The animations is what really sells it. You can take people hostage, that's cool. You couldn't do that in the previous one. All of this looks like it was pre-recorded, pre-rendered, like it was like it's a cinematic, but it's not. It's just the game. And the animations are blending into each other. That's how fucking talented these people are. Well, talented and given enough money. I'm sure they have a huge budget for this. Like, they have the ability to just take their time and do it right. I don't know how much budget and time the Tomb Raider people have, but yeah, it's This is impressive. Just the animations, it's really impressive. Why do you not think this is The Last of Us? This is The Last of Us. What else could it be? It's Ellie. You got the same reticle thing, creating things. The UI looks pretty much the same. Although I believe the UI is on the bottom right this time, when it was in the bottom left. Oh shit, that was awesome. Because you saw meat chunks explode. That's what sells it. The brutality of it all. That's what sells it. I mean, I still don't care. I mean, this looks amazing, but I still don't really care because it's Ellie. It's another Ellie story, and I really don't care. I guess I'll watch it? See, look at that. Those animations. Yeah, brutality, murder, yeah. Cut his fucking head off. Well, there you go. I'm sure the zombies are still there. We just like Dying Light, they didn't show the zombies until the end.
See, I told you.
Also, again, this chick is supposed to be the hot chick. Hey, like I said, it's the apocalypse. Standards go down. Also, yeah, we didn't see any zombies. We didn't see any mushroom zombies. What? A hush silence? They didn't like clap or anything? That was weird. That was a weird reaction. Usually when the lights go on, you would hear people just like go nuts and clap for that stuff. Like that looked pretty good. But that was just kind of hushed silence.
That was a new look at
oh no, please don't be sitting down and talking.
Live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later.
Oh, it's an experience.
Hello, Mr. Schumann. I'm good.
The audience has to be moved from one area to another in order to see a fucking trailer.
Later when the showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here. Well, it's good to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here. And I think it was a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on the last.
There fucking better be.
You know, as chairman of
and I don't want to go through
Naughty Dog,
hours. Well, let's be reasonable. And I'm curious, minutes, like 10 or 20 minutes of listening to you assholes when there's games I could be watching.
Looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game that's not going to only work at it as
I believe they were downscaling. Like, you don't have to keep outdoing yourself, but
I can't wait to see more of that. And that was first gameplay we saw there.
But they're changing stages?
Looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios lately.
What kind of
it's
sense
just
does
been
that
unbelievable.
make?
Horizon, you had God of War, which needs no introduction. And
don't show more God of War.
I mean,
we've seen it. It's out. It's amazing. We get it.
Worldwide Studios.
Let's move on.
The rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. In a lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go.
This is really happening, huh?
Provide scope, provide.
This is really fucking happening, guys.
Advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play right now.
That's great to hear that. And you know, I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, it's a celebrated game. It's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, you know, I get a lot of tweets about
this is the highs and the lows of E3.
Something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
Right now, this is a low.
With the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans and the community.
There were a couple of highs. Microsoft got some highs off of me. Cyberpunk was fucking amazing. Not just the looks, but the world that they created. I want to be part of that world.
Really hard through that kind of feedback loop, and I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog.
Right now,
it's gonna happen.
I should be enjoying more games.
As someone who miraculously
and yet I'm listening to three assholes talk about how amazing a game that already came out is.
I will find time to get. He wasn't watching.
Okay, thank God.
I want to confirm that.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Asleep.
Yeah, maybe they're setting up instruments for Andrew WK. That song is fine. I like that song. It's a good song. They just did it completely in the wrong way. And I can't believe Ubisoft was the one who did it correctly. They showed a trailer with live music.
We'll have full details on PlayStation Blog shortly. We have a lot more to talk about too.
Yeah, and
no, don't
Sean,
talk.
I wanted to ask you about that. About a month ago, you did something a little bit out of the ordinary for our team.
No more talking, please.
And talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation Showcase. I was wondering what the thought process was there.
Well, you know, every year we try to let the stories we have to tell design the experience we're going to create. And this year, we felt that what we really want to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4
right now,
games that we're working
Square
on right
Enix
now, and get them to see a bit more
has
about,
a much better press conference than PlayStation.
And what they get out of it. It's
Think
a
about
really
that for a little
range
bit.
Of
Square Enix
there, anything from,
has a more interesting, well-paced,
Stranding and Spider-Man and Ghost. So
showcase of what they have coming than PlayStation.
To have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background stories and deep inside of the games we're working on.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games.
You make it sound like I want to become friends with the developers. Like I need to be invited to dinner and eat with their family in order to get exactly what their minds were when they were developing this game. I don't give a shit.
Of course.
I'm sorry, but Hideo Kojima is a great name, but honestly, I do not give a shit about where he eats or what he was thinking. Make a game and make it good, and let me play it and let me enjoy it. Your game should speak for itself. I don't need to talk to the artist who made the painting in order to enjoy a painting.
So I say we kick it off with a look at the latest from the world of Call of Duty.
And then we go to Call of fucking Duty. Look guys, Call of Duty, but now in a jungle. Are we seeing Battle Royale stuff? Is this Battle Royale? Oh wow. Wow, these are old fucking maps. These are old fucking maps. This is Black Ops. Black Ops 2? Or Black Ops 1? I can't even remember. Yeah, no, Slums, yeah, no, these are old fucking maps. They're showing off remakes of old maps. And the firing rate. How many times are you going to remake this fucking map? It's been remade already. It was remade to a much better version. They took it to this Hollywood thing.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
They remade that map into a Hollywood set, which was way more interesting than what they did in the first iteration. But they said, fuck it, we're gonna just make it again in the boring setting that they had, and back to talking.
Good to have you guys back.
It's good to be back.
Friendly faces.
I don't know what the fuck is up with PlayStation. Are they trying to... They had one of the most legendary E3 press conferences, I believe in 2015. 2015 was a legendary press conference for the PlayStation. That's where they continued with The Last Guardian. They showed off Kojima's game for the first time. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Crash was coming back. Shenmue was coming back. I mean, they showed off a lot of fucking things that people wanted coming back. It was a legendary press conference, remembered and beloved by all. And PlayStation knows that they can never repeat it, so they're not even gonna try. Not only are they not even gonna try, they're gonna try to piss you off, so that eventually, if they have something better to show, then you'll love that. Because you'll remember this point. You'll remember this shit of people just talking instead of showing new and interesting things. Aren't these trailers that they just showed? Yeah, Tetris Effect. Yeah, I remember they did put out like random trailers on YouTube. Just say, fuck it, here you go, guys. The reason... I thought they were doing that because they had so much more to show at E3 that they needed to get these out of the way so that they can focus on bigger things.
I have to figure out what happened.
But no.
Okay, wake up. Focus. Remember.
Twin Mirror. I haven't seen that.
From the creators of Fee and Flipping Death.
Like this. Why are you going so fast? Put these in
a heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are you?
Ghost Giant. I'm a Ghost Giant, kid. Like, why aren't these like full-fledged trailers all in your E3 press conference? Well, that's VR, I guess. No, but we need to talk to people now. We need to talk. We need to hear what people think.
We're just a few minutes away from the E3 PlayStation Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean we're really.
Oh, okay.
So let's keep moving here.
So that church was set up because Last of Us was so important. Last of Us is so much better than every other game. That Last of Us deserved its own stage and setting.
Sneak in there before we cut away.
How ginormous is your ego, Naughty Dog?
Okay, so this next franchise
was it Naughty Dog or PlayStation's idea?
Of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible.
Like,
stat.
guys, Last of Us is a great game, but you're not the fucking second coming of Jesus effing Christ.
At the next chapter right now.
How is it that Naughty Dog, Last of Us, gets their own setting? Fucking Destiny, god damn it. Apparently they're bigger than Jesus. They're so much bigger than Jesus that they get their own church for E3. That's how big Last of Us is, apparently. And then we get more fucking Destiny. Oh no, it's so sad. It's so sad these people are being killed. Oh, I care so much. You're, not only are you already leaving a bad taste in my mouth, Sony, but then you continue with Call of Duty and then Destiny. Oh no, they killed the funny robot. And I use funny in the largest quotation marks I could possibly do, moving my whole arms here. Because he wasn't really funny, he was just random.
No, that was a powerful new look at Destiny 2. Ooh. Forsaken is coming out September 4th.
Ooh, powerful. Ooh.
A lot of great enhancements and content for that
one.
Oh,
I can't hold back the tears.
Yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of buzz
I'm getting
about
choked
that
up over here.
coming up, and guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
Not too bad.
But
Not too bad.
There's barely any time because we're about to get to the show.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the rest of PlayStation's
yeah. So
okay.
So The Last of Us was
Thank
just.
Thank you so much for watching. We've
the
got
pre-show. We're actually getting to the real thing, and I don't have to listen to you assheads for the rest of the show, right?
I think why keep people waiting?
I don't mind if a developer walks up on stage and says, "Hello,
let's check it out live
I am
right now.
This person. I helped make this game, and I hope you enjoy it." And describes a little bit more about what to expect, and then walks off stage, and we move on to the next guy. Like, I don't mind it. Developers are important. They're the people who make the games. I don't need to talk to a bunch of fucking suits talking about how great their showcase is. Also, I don't believe this guy is Japanese. This is cultural appropriation. Anyway, this is Ghost of Tsushima? Tsushima, yeah. This is Ghost of Tsushima. They showed it at the Game Awards. So hopefully we see some gameplay. And I'm probably going to end up saying, oh, that looks good. That's a good looking game. This game looks good. Oh, it's a pretty game. I don't know. I guess watching all these E3 press conferences and talking is starting to drive me crazy. Because I'm just repeating myself. And again, we have to listen to an awkward musical section with no trailer. This would be much better if there was a dubstep soundtrack behind him. You know what would be cool for a stage idea is if they surround the entire audience from front to back with a screen, and they just project the whatever they want all around the audience. That would be kind of cool. I mean, I wouldn't be able to enjoy it because I would be only watching it on one screen, but that would be kind of cool. Please tell me we can just focus on games now. I mean, other games. Alright, Ghost of Tsushima. We really don't know much of anything about it other than it's another Japanese game. The Japanese culture getting around, eh? Look at this Japanese man.
Temple's close.
What? Did you speak English? Nah. If you're gonna do this, it's gonna be 100% Japanese with subtitles. But there better be that option in the game. It's Japanese with subtitles. That's how I played Metro. I played it in Russian with English subtitles. Ah, she's fine. Alright, so this is actual gameplay. That's cool. You're getting to see some stuff. This is Sony's answer to Breath of the Wild. Basically, this is Breath of the Wild. Otsuna Grasslands. Everybody say it with me. That's a pretty looking game. It looks pretty.
Nobu, come.
You should really turn off your iPod. Well, I mean, the other games are the other Japanese culture games that they have from software. They're more about the mythology of Japanese demons and stuff like that. This seems more like you're gonna be thrown into medieval Japan, and you just gotta deal with the stuff that happens, which is cool. Yeah, here we go, combat. Yeah, combat. Oh yeah. Oh no, he's got the X scar on his cheek. What? What did you say? I can't understand you with the mask. Oh, here we go. The showdown. Okay, yeah, blocking, sure. After seeing The Last of Us, the animations are not as smooth here. And the animations are not over-the-top anime. Okay, I spoke too soon, but they're still not over-the-top anime. You're show me a head getting like lopped off. That would be cool. Ah, yeah, they're not afraid of showing just straight up decapitations and bloods and stuff. Well, not decapitations, amputations. That's what I meant. How come it's not a hot chick? Is that a hot chick? That is. That's a hot chick. Well, she used to be a hot chick.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
Is that Samurai Jack?
Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
Yeah, no. These animations, they're not as good as Last of Us. I'll tell you that right now. Stealth, of course. We gotta have stealth.
No, remember Sago Bridge. We strike quietly.
Yeah, dismemberment. Which makes sense. I mean, if you have a game where you're wielding a sword, something's getting chopped off. There's a lot of games that have swords in them, but stray away from blood. For example, Soul Calibur, for example. They don't have you just chopping off Sophia's head off, because that would be sexist. Oh, we got Assassin's Creed shit. Oh, we got Tenchu shit. I thought he was a samurai, not a ninja. I would much rather be a ninja. I think being a ninja would offer you more options to parkour and shit. I mean, it's a very pretty game, but it does seem to be just your standard issue third-person open world game. Take away the beautiful graphics and the setting, and how is this much different from, say, Assassin's Creed?
He called reinforcements. We have to move.
Well, at least they're not whitewashing this. They could have easily put a white guy in there. He traveled back in time to save the Japanese culture.
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
He dishonored my family, you mean?
Run! If we fight, Mongols win.
They already won.
It's like a cowboy video game. You have to wait until something drops and then you press the button and then you start going at it.
Give me
the monk ran away. You could probably go and catch him. Again, it's I gotta keep repeating myself. It's a very beautiful game, but it does seem like a standard issue third-person hack and slash action game. Open world. All I need to know now is that it's connected, always connected to something. Co-op and in and out co-op action. Well, I guess at this point they don't really care about innovating in terms of gameplay. They just want to make a beautiful game with gameplay and concepts that have existed for years now. No, not seppuku. Oh, okay, they made up. Ghost of Tsushima. It's Sucker Punch. Yeah, it's the people who made that Seattle game. What's it? Infamous. It's not a Seattle game. It's Infamous. They made Infamous. And Infamous was a launch game on the PS4, and it's still a really good looking game. So, yeah, they make beautiful games. Man, oh man, the beginning left a bad taste in my mouth. I hope PlayStation makes up for it with some crazy things. Oh, come on. Nobody else clapped for the rocking out banana? I would clap for it. There you go, banana. Use cool. Something new, something exciting. Chicken in tight pants with a gun. I'm already into it. Is that a RoboCop gun? What is that? It's like it's transforming.
House is a shifting place.
Why are you staring at a refrigerator? The fuck?
And rituals. You can keep traveling.
It's a RoboCop gun that transforms. That is so cool. Okay, this is definitely something brand new. People be floating. Is this like a survival horror action game? Is this The Cell? Yeah, it's like horror theme, psychological. It's gonna have action. Oh, is this the Mindgate conspiracy? Psyops? This is Psyops, right? Or is this Quantum Break better edition? More interesting edition. What are we watching? Oh, okay. Control. Alright, sure. Third-person shooter game. It's by Remedy! Oh yeah, it's the same people who botched the other game, Quantum Break. They fucked it up for Microsoft, but now they're making it for PlayStation. Well, I don't know if it's PlayStation exclusive, but it's Remedy, the people who made Max Payne and Quantum Break. I hope to fucking God they don't make it boring as fuck. It looks way more interesting than Quantum Break. Ooh, PlayStation. That's an old school PlayStation. Am I a bug? Yeah, eat the pizza. Eat the pizza. You know you want to eat the pizza. Eat the pizza. Hey, relax. Just let it slide in. It's fine. You'll enjoy it. Trust me. Siphon filter? No. Well, they showed off an original PlayStation, so I'm like going back to old PlayStation games. It's a blue monkey. Ah, you're dead.
Stay back, sir. I got this.
Is this more zombie shit? I don't know if I can handle more zombie shit. No, not a rat. Aww. Zombie shit. Resident Evil? Sheriff Department. This could be any number of things. Resident Evil. Leon. It's Leon. It's fucking Leon! It's Resident Evil. We tried the first person thing, and now we're going back to Resident Evil. Just Resident Evil. Third person.
Always play.
Attention, all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak.
And don't make my mistake.
So they're just remaking Resident Evil 2? Also, the textures are not that great, but whatever.
You do not hesitate.
They're remaking Resident Evil 2.
To save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
That's so weird that they would start with Resident Evil 2 and not Resident Evil 1.
Survival's your responsibility.
But it's the first game that featured Leon, and Leon was the protagonist. Yeah, in Resident Evil 4.
Of course.
So they're just redoing Resident Evil 2.
But we never meant for this to happen.
Yep, Liquors and all that stuff, and Ada Wong, the bitch in the red dress.
It's coming back.
Look how young he is. Yep, RE2. Resident Evil 2 remake. Coming next year, but early next year. That's cool. I don't know. I think they should have stuck with the first-person thing for a while. This should be like a side project. This should be like just something they show off. Something they just show off as something extra to another first-person survival horror game. I don't know. Well, if people are excited, I'm excited. Not really, but you know, people are excited, so good for them. Yep, that's it. So, Squanch!
Co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa.
Squanch games.
This
These guys just seem like they're constantly fucking high, and they're just... Nobody tells them to stop talking, and they just make whatever they say.
Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game. Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
Oh my God, Rick! Oh my God!
911, because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy. Because this is the sci-fi based thing.
I'm starting to get a little bored of their style of comedy, which is just them going, well, you know, more, yeah, look, I'm crazy bathtub guy. Yeah, hey guys, check this out. Yeah. All right, well, you know, it's there if you want it. Of course, they need to show off Kingdom Hearts, and now we're gonna see some live-action Disney shit.
Cause we get to be pirates again.
But pirates, sure.
You always did like this world.
Still.
Yeah, all they're doing is ad-lib shit and then just animate whatever came out after taking a huge drag. Yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow. How good does he look though? Yeah, that's good. They look good. They don't look photorealistic, but they don't have that creepy... oh, they're trying to compete with Skull and Bones? Nah. They don't have that weird... what's that phrase? I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting everything. Uncanny Valley. They don't have that weird Uncanny Valley look to them, which is nice. Locking on, shooting shit, yeah. So already I'm starting to just forget what happened at the beginning. I'm gonna leave that in the past and just focus on what's in front of me. It's looking good.
Yes.
And then you have this jackass just showing up, completely destroying.
Sora, stand
Well,
down. It's the code.
Tis the code, blimey.
Pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate. I am looking
What?
for a box. Get down! Sora!
They have come for us.
Wait!
Oh no!
Stop!
Well, at least, at the very least, this is a new trailer. At least. But so Square Enix created 2 trailers, and they had to give one to Xbox and one to PlayStation, and they had none left for themselves. So they just reused the one on Xbox.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process! You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure
They usually get some good voice actors to pretend they are the whatever celebrity voiced whatever character.
Realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Hey, liking the look. Got
You could make that skirt a little shorter. Wait, how old are you? I don't want to. I don't want to know. Everybody looks like they're fucking 12 years old anyway. Yep, Kingdom Hearts coming to PlayStation. Where's the Steam logo? I'm still waiting for the Steam logo, Squeenix. Where's the Steam logo? They're remaking remastering these games for the PlayStation 4. Aren't they already on the PlayStation 4? All in one package, only on PS4. Okay. Alright, so just buy the shit that you didn't buy last time so you can catch up on this incredibly convoluted story. Are you guys finally gonna release Dreams? Or is this just the software that you've created to make weird things for PlayStation? Ah, here we go. A butt. Yeah, very funny, Kojima. We didn't see his asshole though. You could have just shown his ass, his gaping asshole, but no, we just saw his crack. Very funny, Kojima. Please show me some gameplay. I'm fucking tired of just trailers. I mean, it's in-game stuff and it looks fucking cool, but I want. Is it third person? Is it first person? Is it RTS? What is this? Is this a point-and-click adventure game?
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
A Hideo Kojima game.
I make deliveries. That's all.
Reminds me, did we see gameplay when they were showing off Metal Gear Solid 5? I'm sure they did, right? They showed like box shit. Is this gameplay? I'm thinking this is gameplay. They showed box stuff. They did show gameplay, like actual gameplay. Are we seeing gameplay right now? Something tells me this is a third-person gameplay, like Metal Gear Solid. But it also seems like you're playing as different people, not just the Norman Reedus, and you're carrying shit. So you're like the most important pizza delivery man in the world. Like, you're just delivering somebody's grandma? Man, you are the most important UPS delivery guy ever. There we go, gameplay. third person, walking around, delivering shit. At no point does he have a gun though, so I'm guessing this is not the apocalypse. Hey, you got little Roombas helping you out, yeah. No, I need that! Fuck. Oh wait, no, it is him? He just has different haircuts? Yeah, he like ties his hair behind him. Yeah, take off that toenail. Rip it off! Ah, shit. Now we got guns. Give me your hand in life. Combat? Are we gonna see some combat? Man nipples. It left a handprint, but it didn't seem like it pressed down on the photograph. That's weird. It better be a hot girl, yeah. Even in this horribly scary place, and he looks like shit. The women will still look attractive. Like they'll look like their makeup is on point, and their hair is perfect. But the men will look like shit. Doesn't Kojima just scour the place looking for supermodels to convince to be in his video game? You know, because that's how he meets supermodels. So we saw him just walking around in third person. So it's a walk around in third person simulator. In one of the weirdest umbrellas I've ever seen.
Those things never stay gone for long. The time flow fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go.
Look at that aliasing in his hair. How dare you, Kojima?
Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
So many things are being said, and I still have no fucking clue what's going on. I'll use the baby, like a baby grenade. There's a baby in there, right? Yep, that's a baby. So it's a stealth game, because of course it is, because it's Kojima. Oh look, the strands. No, 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 don't shake the baby. There we go, gameplay, stealth. Not really, combat. I heard that combat was a thing, like, you know, guns and shit, but apparently not. Ah, you're fucked. I'm guessing that's the end game. That's how you die, and then you come back to life afterwards.
A crypto bite a day keeps the time fall away.
Timefall. Yep, eat that. Yeah, stick in your mouth and eat it. Like an M&M.
You're too late.
This music is very Final Fantasy.
Who are you?
Oh, am I supposed to be impressed or something? I'm sure it's some famous chick. I don't know who the fuck that is. Kojima. No release date yet. Alright. Whatever that was. Alright, sure. Koei Tecmo. Show me some games that I understand. Is this the other Japanese culture game thing? Team Ninja. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Video game. Remember video games? When they weren't just trying to be some message of art and whatever the fuck that was? No, video games. We're back to video games now. I can understand this. This makes sense to me. Nioh 2. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking Ninja Gaiden. That would have been fucking cool, but Nioh 2. We've already had 3, maybe 4 Ninja Gaidens. No, we've had 3 and 1 really shitty other game. A zombie game. But, you know, let Nioh have a trilogy. I'm okay with that. Ahaha. Well, here, there we go. At least we're just, you know, moving along and seeing new stuff. Spider-Man? Is this Spider-Man's?
The raft is secure, but I can't reach them over radio. Their comms must be down. What's your status?
Already here.
Yeah, Spider-Man's. Spider-Man's.
Yuri? I thought you said it was secure.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism.
Well, it looks pretty bad.
When it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out!
It's the Shaka! I'm the Shaka, mate.
Hold on!
You could have done a better job, Spider-Man.
You okay?
Yeah.
The Spider-Man.
Welcome to the park. Just in time for the fireworks.
But I thought you were a black dude.
Looks like we made parole, boys.
Where's Jamie Kennedy when you need him? Is it Jamie Kennedy? Jamie Foxx. What the fuck was I thinking? Where's Jamie Foxx when you need him?
Got it. I'll go join the party.
Is it Shocker or Electro? Because if it's Electro, it should be a black dude.
Quietly go back into your cells and lock the door behind you. Okay? Please?
Sony is desperately trying to get their own Batman series, their own PlayStation exclusive Batman, Bat-like video game, and this looks pretty much like Batman. This is Batman, but you know, Spider-Man, but Batman, but Spider-Man. Yeah, see, you even get the multiplier and you get the special abilities after your multiplier goes up. I imagine. Rhino, sure.
Oh, hi, Rhino.
Hope you like surprise, Spider.
But I thought it was a mech suit. Okay.
What is he talking about?
The thing is that the Sony Spider-Man Cinematic Universe has nothing to do with this universe. Oh, so it was Electro. So he should have been a black dude.
Too good to be true. Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
I'm guessing this is like the beginning of the game where all the bad guys escape, and then you gotta round them up again.
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose.
Yep.
What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost up. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
No, this is straight up Batman. A guy with a shield, finishing moves, a combo meter in the top left corner. Does he get a Spider-Mobile?
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Come at me, Spider-Bro. Oh my god, if Electro was like a bro dude. Come on, bro. Chase me. Yeah, you know it, bro.
If you tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you. Can't stop me. But I'm flattered.
How are they having a conversation from this distance? I guess they're half telepathic. Especially with all this ridiculously loud shit happening around you. But they're still able to talk to each other. I guess his electricity has no effect on him. But he was so much cooler in the Homecoming one. He was actually kind of scary. Now he's just some old asshole. Instead of being a scary old asshole with a hot daughter.
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading to the city.
This is nuts.
Well, this is one of the very first Spider-Man games that they're actually putting some goddamn effort into. I mean, I'm sure they put some effort in the PlayStation one, but these incredibly over-the-counter generic Spider-Man games with movie tie-ins. Hopefully, that's a thing of the past, and now they know that they can make some serious fucking money if they put some goddamn effort into Spider-Man.
How do you like my new suit?
A bit too revealing for my taste. Should probably cover up your ugly face. Not Mr. Negative. He's such a drag to be around because he's, you know, so negative all the time. Yeah, but I don't see Kraven the Hunter. I don't see. I was gonna say Spawn for some reason. Venom. Where's Venom? Where's Carnage? Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite Spider-Man villains. And where's the Green Goblin? One of the lamest villains, the Green Goblin. Spider-Venom. I mean, Scorpion Venom. Yeah, beat him. Kick him. Hit him in the balls. Is Iron Man gonna show up to save him? Oh, please don't. Keep Iron Man away from this, please. Just let this be the Spider-Man show. Nan desu ka? It could be anybody. It could be Goku for all we know. That with the yellow aura. It better fucking continue. You gotta make up for that shitty beginning. It better fucking continue. Worthy.
I think they should be terrified.
You already spent the begin. Oh, okay, no, that was it. That was it. That shitty fucking beginning. I mean, Last of Us was alright, but And we still don't know when Dreams is coming. When the fuck is Dreams coming out? Is this even a thing, or is this just a program? There better be fucking more. Wait, is this... No, nope.
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great Worldwide Studios titles. We actually got a little more to share here coming right up. We're going to have first live gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man right here, just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about too.
Why don't you announce the new game in the fucking press conference?
There's no time.
Oh my
Why
goodness,
do
those
you have to
look
announce it?
Absolutely incredible. That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
I need to go take a shit. I'll be right back.
I'm ready. Sucker punch. Thank you.
Meredith.
Oh, Resident Evil 2. Come on, RE2. That looked so good. I know a lot of us fans have been waiting for that one. And there was like a moment where you're like, I'm not really sure I know what this is. And then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes!
And you get that, that
good.
RE4 style over-the-shoulder camera action. It's kind of like the ultimate dream if they were going to remake Resident Evil 2. That's what I would want. So awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Ryan?
Nice and gory.
Yeah.
As Meredith said backstage, Death Stranding, we now have more questions.
Yes,
more questions.
More questions.
It looks as if, I mean, I don't want to make any promises, but it looks as if we were getting kind of an allusion to a lot of gameplay in there and kind of what the character of Sam is going to be doing in this very unusual world that is inhabited by some very unusual and scary things.
And people consume strange and unusual
bugs.
That was...
Babies continue to be a theme.
Yeah, it wasn't a myth.
Don't know what we're going to find out there, but yeah.
So a ton of great stuff in the show overall. I mean, Neo 2, that was a crowd pleaser. That was one that was great to see get out there. We got an update on Kingdom Hearts 3. We got a lot of other great stuff. We had a new Remedy game. Remedy's on the way. Control. Really stylish trailer, really looking to I want to learn more about that one. I mean, it just looks like wizards and like, I don't know what I was looking at there, but it was really stylish. I would expect no less from Remedy. But I got to say, I think my favorite was Marvel Spider-Man.
Spider-Man looked
that was incredible. We have these legendary villains are back. We had Rhino, Electro, Vulture. I'm missing some. Who else were there? I mean, just one after another. That was Electro.
Spider-Man was not in a good space.
No, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So we're going to see live gameplay of that in just a minute or two here. But I say we actually take this moment to announce a new game. What do you think?
Do it.
Okay, do it.
So nonchalant.
Hits keep coming.
Yeah.
So you guys know From Software.
Absolutely.
I'm aware of them.
They have created a lot of great games over the year. Well, they have been busy working on a PlayStation VR game.
Oh, VR.
And it is quite a departure from the kinds of games that we sort of know them for. But it's very, very interesting. And I'd like to see the first footage of that right now.
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy. And live in the world where time stands still. Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
What is it? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? What did I miss? What is this? What is this? So there's more, right? There's more? They didn't feel the need to put it up on stage, but there's more. Because it's not as important as the fucking Last of Us. This is a VR game from a Japanese studio. That's not sexiness related, or it could be. I don't know. Is this just Death Stranding again? Deracine?
Okay, Decine, that's
Decine.
From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR.
Oh,
Quite a departure,
From Software,
very artistic.
okay.
Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet, but certainly a compelling debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac.
We sure
do. Brian, Adam, gentlemen,
hey,
welcome
how
to
you
the
guys
program. It's so great to have you here. I just have to say, first of all, thank you guys for giving us your time.
Of course, of course. Happy to be here.
I'm gonna turn this down.
Congratulations, kind of closing out some
a little bit.
There with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
It's surreal. We've been working on it for a while, so it's nice to be here.
You know, I've seen a lot of E3 press conferences. I've seen boring press conferences. I've seen cringy ones. I've seen annoying ones. I've seen great ones too. The beginning of this press conference legitimately made me upset. This is the first time that I actually got upset at what I was being forced to watch.
That was our Manhattan. That's our New York City. And it happened to be
The fuck? The fact that Sony believes that Last of Us is so above everything else that it deserves to have an entire audience just herded into a fucking church to just watch one trailer and then move everybody to the general purpose trailer, because all those other games, Spider-Man, not as important. Oh, what's it fucking called? I'm so upset right now. I can't even remember. Death Stranding, the brand new Hideo Kojima game, not as up there with The Last of Us.
To have not only just a great story, but have a bunch of different activities in that world, and we wanted to give people who attend E3 an opportunity.
Last of Us is a great game, but it's not the second coming of Jesus fucking Christ. It is not a. To me, it's not really a watershed moment of a game. It's not. It's very, very overrated, in my opinion. And if you fucking love it, which is perfectly acceptable, love it, think it is the second coming of Jesus effing Christ, that's fine by me. I don't really care. But to me, it's not. It's not. It's not the game that I would show to somebody if I were to show them, look, this is what video games are. If an alien life form came down to Earth for some reason, talked to me and said, hey, what is this all about video games? What are video games? The Last of Us would be the last thing on my mind to tell me this is what video games are all about. It's not.
We want you to experiment with, his acrobatics, his webs, his gadgets, his suit powers. So combining all that stuff.
That's what pisses me off. The fact that they think that Last of Us is so above everything else that it deserves to inconvenience and slow down this entire press conference. That trailer could have just played. It could have just fucking played in that area that they finally moved everybody to. They could have just played that trailer there, and we could have kept moving along. But no. We need to stop and talk and completely derail the entire press conference for The Last of Us.
Your phone around the whole studio.
Exactly, we took that kind of mentality and we just injected our personality, but also, what do people want, desire from the Spider-Man experience. So, it was really great.
Anyway, Spider-Man, open world Spider-Man.
In the last year, someone wrote an article about the top things they want to see in Spider-Man, and they said they want to feel like an Insomniac game. So, I think that's the thing we've been really layering on in this last year is to have that. It feels like an Insomniac game as much as it does a Spider-Man game.
And I love this traversal.
Yeah, it's open world Batman Spider-Man game. I mean, just look at it, and it looks and plays a lot like just the Batmans.
Okay, so so how it kind of said like experimenting, but like sometimes game development, we're in meetings a lot, and then sometimes you just need to like take a break. And what I used to find myself doing was just swinging around New York City. It was almost like therapeutic. It's just kind of like when I play other games, I just walking or running or even taking a car. Just it feels so more natural now just to swing around like Spider-Man. So it's definitely one of those things that has that, again, just like combat, that pick and play feel, but we want players to have a level.
So that was it. That was the entire press conference. Now we just gotta sit down and listen to people talk over gameplay, which is fine, but watching gameplay is something I would like to do on my own time, just watching random YouTube videos. If I like a game and I want to see more gameplay, I'll search for it. I'll look for it on YouTube. But the press conference is to just show me what's new, what's coming up. Get me excited. And Ghosts of Tsushima, it's a third-person hack and slash game.
If you built the bar a certain way, you can actually pull off a finishing move. So, you know, as you play the game, you kind of say, well, do I want to maybe heal myself real quick, or do I want to wait for that really?
They have a new Remedy game coming out. That's cool. I hope it's not as boring, but what could possibly be as boring as Quantum Break? So, please, Remedy, please try new things and be more exciting, and don't make shitty straight to sci-fi channel content. Just focus on making a video game. Don't focus on making a TV show.
You know, that comes down to our combat team, our traversal team, like this guy right here, like Adam, and really going, okay, you know, kind of handing that stuff out over the course of the game. You know, finding the right spots where you kind of, okay, we're going to teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys up in the air and use your webs. But then we layer on things like gadgets and then the suits and the suit powers. And it
just like Batman. It's Batman. It's straight up Batman with Spider-Man.
Feel great, right? But there's a lot to learn quickly. So we just, you know, normal course development, we kind of find those spots in the game where it makes most sense to teach those mechanics, and then as the game.
No, they definitely had some titles that are good, that are interesting and ready to. And I'm ready to check out more and learn more about. But the way they presented it, what a terrible fucking idea. You shouldn't hold any game above any other game in your press conference. You shouldn't treat a company, a game, whatever, better or worse. They should all be equal because they're all there to support and sell your console.
There's a certain level of polish that people expect from a PlayStation game, especially a first-party game, so we want to be considered right up there. Well,
I mean, obviously you're not going to spend 20 minutes talking about Cuphead, for example. I fucking hope not. But every game, every developer deserves the right to be shown in the same light as everybody else.
I'm known as a crier, so it takes a lot for me not to get choked up. Like right now, they're playing the theme song to the game in the background as we're sitting here, and I mean, this is an amazing industry, and to be part of it is one thing, but to work on something you truly love is something that when you were a little kid.
Well, there you go. Random busy work for the Spider-Man games.
Is just absolutely surreal. I use that word a lot when I describe working on this game. And to work with like Sony and work with Marvel, and that feeling is felt by so many people in Insomniac. So we couldn't be prouder, and the support we've gotten across the board, not only from Sony, Marvel, but also fans.
Busy work with medals and everything.
It just looks incredible. I mean, there's no other word for it. And
well, you're flabbergasted.
I really am. It's stunning. I mean, just look at that. How can you not be blown away by that? But we do have a limited amount of time here, Brian. You're an industry veteran. You've been in the industry for a long time. I know this is a lifelong dream for you working on this game. And I want to thank you and Insomniac for making it.
Thank you for having us.
And for coming by as well.
Spider-Man was so awesome that it broke my mic, and I have to use the stick mic now.
I thought you just wanted to look different from all of them.
Yeah, I just wanted to stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, Sid, actually, I think a little earlier, we were able to maybe get some footage of some of the experiential stuff that's going on with Spider-Man.
I mean, there really is something incredible going on here at this PlayStation E3 showcase. I mean, it's on a scale and a scope that we have just never seen before, and so we have
Spider-Man
playing the game
on Sony televisions. They fucking better. Imagine they had Panasonic televisions or Samsung televisions.
Familiar faces popping up.
That would be embarrassing.
But I mean, it's a great event here, and it's just, I wish we could get everybody in here to try this out and to just see what has been sort of constructed with Spider-Man and with actually another game we're about to talk about.
Yeah, we're about to talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Why don't you? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
We have some. We sneakily snuck on a few amazing people onto our program as a helicopter goes by to mark this amazing moment. Nate Fox and Jason Connell to my left.
Goddamn apple skin constantly getting in between my teeth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's really good for you to be here, and I'm so glad you're able to give us some of your time.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, kind of what we were just talking about with the team from Insomniac? What's it like for you as individuals and as developers to be able to kind of be a part of all of this?
It's amazing. I mean, you try so hard to make a video game that you can get lost in, and then to come to E3 where they actually build your game. It's kind of a dream come true that way.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's amazing. You know, people are excited. You know, you see all the other projects, and everybody's just stoked about all the different games that are up there. And you know, we put a lot
It
of
almost
effort into
seems
it,
like
so it's just
Sony does not want to do press conferences anymore.
I think we should. I think
They just want to have people in front of desks promoting their games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then don't do it. Don't have press conferences. Make a video and put it up. That's it. Just stitch a bunch of trailers together and put it up live for everybody to watch together.
Here we go. Get into some combat.
You don't need to spend any money on stages and any of that shit.
Look at this look. I mean, this is gorgeous.
Look at this look, huh?
I don't know what else to say about it. I'm flabbergasted.
And maybe, I don't know, Nate or Jason who wants to take this, but it seems like in these moments of gameplay, there's small vignettes of like a classic samurai film in which you really focus in the player experience, the visuals, the music, all the cues seem to align and harmony. I mean, that must all be very intentional, I can only assume.
It is an orchestra. You know, like it's got to take all these elements, and for even that opening attack, that EI attack, it's about building space before it, having the leads go by, the drum up of music beforehand, and that's what makes it really powerful.
How do you coordinate all those systems?
We run in strike teams.
With Magic.
We've got a lot of multidisciplinary, awesome people working on it. So
Magic, got it. It's
Watch a lot
magic.
of samurai movies, man. I mean,
That's
come
the
on.
real answer,
That was
actually.
the real trick. Yeah. I mean, there's that quiet before the storm. It's pretty key to the genre. So just trying to make.
Also, what's the point of his hay armor? Does that actually accomplish something, or is that just for looks? Is it the equivalent of a tiny little thin scarf that does nothing?
Yeah, I feel like we're in a super unique position because we're part of Sony, we have Chase Studio, we have
Because it seems to me like he's wearing a coat already. I guess he doesn't want to get his coat dirty.
Unique position to help us create this thing. Oh, Joji screen, that one's a popular. And
this knocked me off.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's interrupt worthy right there.
Okay, so can we talk a little bit maybe about how you're approaching the sword play? I think that's a really interesting concept here. Like, you don't have to get too far into it. I know the game's still deep in development, but tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're going for lethal precision. Where there's not a lot of wasted energy. It's very trained experts, and so every strike, end of life. So you want to make sure that
This is almost like a fighting game.
Right now we're
The 2D camera
kind of
or the 2D plane.
talk to each other because it's not just kind of a furball, right? It's studying kendo. We brought in experts to kind of show us how to do it.
I'm just waiting to see that maybe we'll see something about Control, the new Remedy game. That was the one new IP that I can remember right now.
Every leaf, every flicker of flame has to be hand-placed.
Also, they didn't show any indies or anything like that. I guess they showcased their indies before E3 to, you know, just get it out of the way.
The lethal combat, that was the goal. Like having the visceral combat. That was our goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great to have you guys here. We do have a few more things to get to, right, Sid?
We do. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for being a part.
I think I got it.
Ghost of Tsushima looking
No more apple skin in between my teeth.
Actually, speaking of that stuff, yeah, so there's a whole experience here built out for folks who are here at the PlayStation E3 showcase, and we're gonna get a little footage out here.
Yeah, let's talk about the experience the people at E3 can experience to the people watching on the internet. Explain to them how much fun those people are having.
From one part of the experience to the next. So you're seeing shots of that right now. Very just special, intimate.
That seems incredibly unnecessary. That could have just been a mural.
10 million people to come in here and just kind of get this all up close and personal.
10 million people.
I don't see the purpose of that. If it was showing the trailer, that would be better. But no, it's just a vista. Or if you make it look like it's a window, that would have been kind of cool. But it's just a screen surrounded by leaves and then showing off a vista. When is Dream coming out? When is this thing coming out, guys?
Our great pleasure. I want to point out, and correct me if I'm wrong, the little interstitials we were seeing were all created inside Dreams.
That's right. So we had no idea what they were going to be shown with the games. So Resident Evil, and then we get to do a little trumpet.
Yeah. The little celeries, and then it's Death Stranding.
No
very funny.
line pairing. And the Resident Evil and the Fart trumpet.
There we go.
Truly.
I mean, and we had the final word, right? The orange drummer. Yeah. We need to give these guys names. If any of your viewers want to name off.
What about the banana rocker person?
But yeah, it was really fun because like the thing about Dreams is it's really fast to create these little sort of stories and games.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Yeah, your development is so
it just felt like such a good
nebulous that we don't even know when it's coming out, or if it's even coming out, or if you're just gonna release it on PC. Just release the program on PC. It'll be a lot easier to create things than with a controller. Show something. There we go. Thank you. Show some actual things about the game. Well, not the game, the software. Because this doesn't seem like a game. This seems like software that they're creating to create things.
Literally, people ask me like, can we make games? Can we make movies? And the answer is always yes.
Porn.
In fact, tonight we're going to be doing a live.
Yes, absolutely. All the furry porn you got.
I was about to say, are you going to play music live?
Yes, we are.
Sonic and Amy, go for it.
We're debuting our new band, The Molecules.
Yeah. Wait, really? Yeah, and they are literally perfect. They will be using the crate tools that you're watching right now to perform a 15-minute live gig. I don't think anyone knows about this, even the people out there in the garden haven't realized yet.
We're spoiling it.
So what are they using to control these things? Are they using the Move controller?
The footage that the folks at home are seeing right now. The seamless nature of the kind of create and the play, functionality of Dreams it cannot be overstated.
Yeah, I mean it's super easy. Even if you don't think that you're a game creator, even if you've never thought about game designing, if you've played games, you can do this. If you can play a platform game, if you can play Our Story, then you can do this. You can create your own, you can upload, and then you can share incredible levels in like 10 minutes. We're doing a demo this week at E3.
Something tells me that levels created in 10 minutes aren't necessarily levels I would like to play.
Do the gameplay, you can animate, you can
the best levels are going to be the ones that people take some time and effort to accomplish.
It is, yeah. This is co-op, so we're showing the co-op gameplay.
Controllers, you can jam together, and it's quite funny because one of you can be testing and then another one can be getting the jump height right or whatever it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I just love Dreams, and I literally haven't even touched it yet.
Yeah, well, come over. Yeah, thank you so much.
But the idea really has been like what you're seeing is really this easy nature of just like picking and placing, because I think one of the things
so they basically said we don't want to do platforming anymore. Platforming is hard. Let's just make a software tool to let you create
clothes on. You might choose
whatever.
to put a poster in your
Whatever you
bedroom.
want.
And Dreams is very like that.
So
All
there's
you're
no more
really doing
sack
is, like,
boy. There's
you're
just
seeing, like,
create
Instagram
whatever.
effect. You can take a scene and be able to very quickly change it so that it looks really different, and you're adding your own mark.
And then the pièce de résistance is that all of this stuff which gets made gets uploaded, and if you just want to sit back on your sofa and enjoy an unending stream of madness of the PlayStation 4 players' creations, you can, and we sort of present it to you in a stream of who knows what it's going to be like. I mean, that's what's so exciting. You know, the beta is coming this year, so we will be starting to see what the creativity of PlayStation gamers really means for Dreams.
That's excellent. Beta coming this year for Dreams.
That's right.
The beta. All right, we're finally getting the beta. I wonder how much how much Rule 34 we're gonna be getting with this thing. I mean, just look at what happened after Steam released the Steam Filmmaker.
It really is, yeah.
That was
It is, yeah. Big cheers to the team.
that was many people's wet dreams,
Cheers to
literally.
the team back home, because you know people really put their hearts and souls into Dreams to really get it to the point where you are moving between these different disciplines. And right now we have a studio that jams together in a way they've never jammed together before. We have like musicians actually just jamming with animators to actually make animation. I think that's one of the things we're really starting to see is these different workflows. And that just, you know, that's been one of the things we've really wanted to get that right. So I can't wait to see like people create all different types of genres of games and really almost like just come up with completely new ways of playing. I think
I mean, we're showing some of that E3.
I can't believe Microsoft had the better E3 presentation than PlayStation today. Simply for the fact that Microsoft's press conference didn't piss me off. It wasn't amazing. It had some genuinely good moments, and it had Cyberpunk, which looked fucking awesome. But it still wasn't amazing, but it didn't piss me off. The PlayStation 1? It affected me emotionally. I was expecting so much more.
And a lot of other great stuff too. So let's take a look at the latest from PlayStation VR.
And more from PlayStation VR. Okay. Well, I think we're done. I don't think we're going to be getting anything more brand new. And if you're interested in gameplay, like I want to see this stuff. I wanted to see that stuff in the press conference. That would have been cool. But no, it's not worth it. Last of Us is worth it. This shit's not worth it. Not worth putting the effort in to put it on the press conference. Mas. Okay, I'll watch the trailers by myself. Yeah. And even now, after watching some, I guess, gameplay of Death Stranding, still no clue what exactly I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to take thing from point A to point B and not get caught. I'm guessing that's the actual gameplay. Just carry this thing, whether it be a box, whether it be a fucking mummy person, whatever. Take this box and take it to point B. And don't get caught. And you have like a space umbrella to help you from the water that turns you old. And we got a remake for Resident Evil 2. I don't think people were clamoring for a Resident Evil 2 remake like they were clamoring for a Final Fantasy VII remake. The Final Fantasy VII announcement blew people's minds because people believe that that's not going to happen. Square Enix themselves said, this is not going to happen. It's way too expensive. We're never going to do that. That's too much. And then they pressed the button. In case of emergency, press the Final Fantasy remake button. And they pressed it, and it was glorious. It was amazing. Resident Evil 2, it doesn't have that same impact. I'm sure there's people out there who fucking live and die by Resident Evil 2. But it doesn't have that historical significance in terms of the impossibility of it happening. But it's happening, so it's great. It's getting the Resident Evil 4 treatment, I'm guessing. I hope that it's not gonna have co-op, that it's just gonna be single player, and you'll be able to choose between Leon and what's her name, Rebecca? Is it Rebecca? Anyway, you'll be able to choose between two characters and go through their storylines, like Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 did that. You get to choose between Leon and Rebecca. So it's gonna have the Resident Evil 4 treatment. The new Remedy game looked pretty cool, but still, it's gonna be a third-person shooter, and you're gonna have time powers because apparently Remedy can't do anything that's not slow motion, time related. Really, guys? Really? Is your vision so limited that everything you do has to be third-person shooting and time-based powers? That's kind of depressing. Like, you have the ability. I'm guessing that Sony asked you to make something for them, and you had the ability. The skies were literally the limit. But instead of looking up to the skies and thinking of something new to do, you went right back to third-person time powers. Like I said, it looks way more interesting than fucking Quantum Break. Looks way more interesting, but it's still a third-person time-based power shooter thing. Okay, all right. What else? Spider-Man looks good. It's Batman. It's just Batman with Spider-Man. That's not a bad thing. But it's not something we haven't seen. It's just taking something that works and putting a Spider-Man skin around it, and it looks like it's gonna be high quality. That's great. Ghost of Tsushima, open world third-person action-adventure game. I hope the story is great. That's the only thing that could be really, really, really awesome about the game. Like, the characters and the story is great, because the graphics obviously look amazing, but characters and the story need to be just amazing in order for me to start like giving a shit. Yes, tomorrow. Oh my god, please. Please, Nintendo, save us. Save us from PlayStation's mediocrity. It wasn't mediocre. Again, the games that they showed look awesome, but the way they presented it was so badly thought out. It really did leave a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know what else to say. I'm in silence. I don't know what else to say. What could PlayStation have done? Anyway, yeah, Nintendo is tomorrow. It's the last thing to see. That's it. E3 is done tomorrow. Hopefully I can get some sleep and wake up early so we can go and see the Nintendo Direct, which is probably just going to be 45 minutes of nothing. No, there's going to be things. There's going to be Bayo 3, which I want to see, which I hope that they start adding new concepts and new ideas to Bayo 3, because we already had Bayo 2, which was a much better version of Bayo 1, but it was still very, 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 very much just, Bayo 1, but better. I don't think I want Bayo 3 to be Bayo 2, just better. I want it to be better with completely brand new concepts and ideas added to it. Because that's what I want. I don't just want the same thing. I want the same thing and better and new ideas. That's what I want. Same thing with Smash Brothers. Like, Smash Brothers is going to be Smash Brothers with, fighting and knocking people out of the stages. But I hope they include a new mode that's better than Smash Run and better than that board game thing. come out with some brand new stuff, and also brand new characters and stuff like that. Same thing with Metroid Prime 4. I hope it's not just Metroid Prime 3. It's got to be something new, some new concepts, some new ideas, something new and interesting. And that's about it. That's all I'm really looking forward to. Smash Brothers, Metroid Prime, Bayo 3. What else? What else could we see there? I'm trying to think. What else? Kirby? There's the new Yoshi game, I guess. It looks okay. I don't know what to make of that. We can see more ports. We can see more Nintendo, crazy Nintendo ports, things that you wouldn't expect to come to Nintendo, but are coming to the Nintendo Switch. Like an Overwatch. Like if Overwatch is coming to the Switch. What? That'd be crazy. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, E3. Ups and downs. Emotional things happening. I guess that's what matters in E3, that you either love it or you hate it, but the fact that you're getting some sort of emotion out of me, that's what's important. That means I care. But okay, alright guys, thanks so much for sticking around. This was a very long day of watching video game commercials. So many video game commercials. I think I'm done for today, but we will see each other tomorrow, bright and early, for the Nintendo Direct, and then right back to normal life. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's long-ass stream times, and I will see you all tomorrow for Nintendo. Have a great night. Bye.